Hey y'all, hope everybody doing okay. But we want to get into our content, and we're gonna go straight to it. Caleb Harris. Y'all remember that we did uh, a reaction on Caleb Harris, a content on Caleb Harris. Y'all remember that? Now I'm gonna make it refresh your memory. He was a young man that had him and his roommate just got a new dog, a little puppy, and they was outside playing with the puppy, okay? And he was waiting on where he was outside with his friends and everything, playing with the dog. So when he put the dog in the house, he told the roommate he thought the roommate was asleep. That he was going to get him something to, he waiting on Uber to bring his food, DoorDash to bring his food, something like that, okay? So he vanished, okay? He vanished in thin air. He he left the spot and allegedly didn't get his food. The food was sitting on the front porch, on the porch by the door. So that means that he didn't get his food. So he took a walk, I guess. Or he got hijacked, I don't know. So he shot up, he gave a picture. He took a picture and now they said on Snapchat, and I don't see how he took that picture on Snapchat. And Snapchat, your pictures will disappear. How did that guy take that picture off of Snapchat? And usually, I hope I'm right, that Snapchat don't save pictures. Might be wrong with that because I'm not on Snapchat, never been on there. But I heard about it that once you put someone on there, it's disappeared. I'm trying to understand how did he send somebody that picture? So I don't know if you can send people pictures or not. So the picture he sent, he was standing by a bridge. He was standing by a bridge. And they showed the bridge. That like he would say, hey man, hey y'all, whatever, meet me by the bridge. Okay, so we haven't seen him since he met by the bridge. Okay, but here go the update. Okay, so let's look at this and then we'll talk about it.
Developments in the disappearance of a college student from New Braunfels today marks 2 months since he vanished. Now tonight, we are learning more about the search for Caleb Harris as police comb through dozens of tips. One of those tips could be a credible sighting in Corpus Christi. KENS 5 reporter Hannah Tita has been following this puzzling case.
2 months. It's very hard because you're always...
Randall Harris is still waiting.
It's just hard to be patient.
For his only son to come home.
Saw somebody yesterday. I slowed down and looked, because it was like, wait a minute, that looks a lot like him.
On March 4th, Caleb Harris vanished from his Corpus Christi apartment. The 21-year-old TAMUCC student was last seen here on surveillance video walking a dog with his roommate and a friend just before 1 a.m. At 3:03, police say Caleb sent this Snapchat photo of a small bridge near his apartment to a friend. Now we're learning of a possible sighting after Caleb's phone went dark at 3:12.
The witness, very credible person and definitely believes what he saw.
Randall says a man believes he saw Caleb barefoot walking the dog near a bridge about a mile from his apartment at about 3:40.
Extremely foggy that night.
Randall says he met with the homeless community in that area and tips continue to pour in. What they're missing is a clue that gives them direction.
We really don't have a true north yet. And so, it's still a vanishing. We feel strongly that he was probably taken or kidnapped or maybe even lured into something.
Leaning on faith and family, Randall prays he will see Caleb soon.
$50,000 reward, that's a lot of money, and hopefully if somebody truly sees him or knows where he's at, we'll take advantage of that.
Y'all, it been 2 months that this student been missing, okay? Now, I got the question. Was his grades okay? Did he make it to the next semester? Okay, because someone alleged that he made good grades, okay? So, we're going to say he made good grades. It been 2 months since Caleb Harris had not been found. Now, we're going to have to put our heads together on tomorrow and sleep on it, and we're going to have to figure this out, okay?
He was
student went missing in the early morning hours of March 4th from the Cottages apartment complex off of Venice Jocelyn. Since then, numerous search efforts have taken place as CCPD continues to investigate tips that come in on the case. His family also offering a $50,000 reward for any information that can help bring him home.
Today, our Bill Churchwell spoke with Harris's father, Randy, to see if they've learned anything new. And he joins us now with those details. Bill?
Caleb's dad, Randy, says they have received over 100 tips on their tip line, most of the calls offering suggestions or what ifs. He says keep those coming in, but there have been at least 7 or 8 of those that were credible enough to actively follow up and investigate. It has been almost 10 weeks since Caleb Harris vanished without a trace, his family not losing faith that he will be found.
That is our hope, is that we will see him soon and he's safe and God's taking care of him. And if somebody has him, they will have mercy on him and allow us to have our boy back.
Randy Harris tells me the police investigation into his son's disappearance has not slowed. He says he stays in close contact with CCPD and shares any credible tips he might receive.
Personal, text and social media, that, information, screenshots, things like that. So I'm always sharing information with them. So we text every day quite a bit. And then we've been meeting with them as well, at least once a week.
And he says police are investigating any possible sightings.
A credible gentleman that feels like he did see him a little bit later in the morning, around 3:30, down the street a little bit further. Again, extremely foggy night. That early in the morning, it's possible.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to back this back to the timeline. Let's look at this timeline together. Okay, here go the timeline, y'all. Let's take a look at this together, okay? Hey, y'all, can y'all get the lights up for me, please? Please, okay? Sunday, March the 3rd, he was at his apartment. 2 o'clock, 2:20, March the 4th, Harris placed deliver order, okay? 3:03 a.m. March the 4th, the same morning, Harris sends Snapchat photo, okay? At 3:20 a.m. March the 4th, Uber Eats driver deliver order. What in the world did he order? Took that long for it to come. 2:20. He placed the order and then it came at 3:20? Good Jesus. That's a long time. Okay, March the 4th, Harris reported missing. Good Jesus. Then at 12:50, we supposed to went from here, I'm sorry, y'all, from Sunday to 12:56. I'm sorry, y'all. From Sunday, start over. People make mistake. Sunday, March the 3rd, he was at Harris apartment at 12:51 a.m. March the 4th. The doorbell, Cam sees him. At 2:20 a.m., then he deliver order. Okay, he made an order. And 2:24 a.m., he sent a Snapchat video to his friend. 3:03 a.m., March 4th, Harris sent Snapchat video. And at 3:12, March the 4th, last known connection to Center Towers. Okay, here go the Uber. The Uber still took a long time. At 3:20 a.m., March the 4th, Uber's East driver delivered the order. That's still a long time, even though I started the timeline over, okay? Listen, y'all, listen. He put that order in down here at 12:56. Doorbell now at 2:20. Still, that's a long time. The food arrived at 3:20. Jesus. Then down here it say 11 o'clock a.m. March the 4th, the roommate finds delivery order on the porch. March the 4th, Harris report missing. This just ain't sounding right. I got a problem with that Uber order. From 2:20 a.m. From 2:20 a.m. and then the food come at 3:20 a.m. I wouldn't want the food. It took that long to do that. Okay, so this is the timeline, y'all. Caleb timeline, and I apologize from missing stuff. I try to read with my glasses. I can't read through my video. I have to look over. Okay, so that's the timeline. Okay.
Down the street a little bit further. Again, extremely foggy night. That early in the morning, it's possible. We're not counting anything out.
Most recently, Harris tells us he was in Corpus Christi this past weekend visiting with homeless individuals at a downtown park. He says they're providing boots on the ground in the search, helping more than they may realize.
They're so sweet, and they genuinely have a passion to help with Caleb. They know the story, and immediately when we show up, they just knew.
Authorities are also coming through tons of digital and electronic information that's been collected.
Have his laptop, his iWatch, and his iPad. So they're looking at everything, even the Xbox.
But even things like cell phone data brings legal hurdles.
Been frustrating because we're very impatient, but that takes time. And, of course, time's not on our side, but some of those, warrants and subpoenas have taken over a month, and every time you get a new data dump, it creates more warrants and subpoenas. So that is actively happening.
The Secret Service is among the agencies now helping with that digital data. Harris praises the volunteers who continue to do their part by helping pass out flyers and provide tips. If you see something, say something. Anyone with information, call the Caleb Harris tip line at 361-826-2950 or call